Yes. Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good day. And this is Joan again, painting with you. And we're going to have a special painting today. And this is called Homecoming in honor of our um, friends and family that in service and could not be with us um, during this holiday season. So it's not really just in service, military service, but those that we could not be with because of current restrictions. Okay. So my name is Joan, and we're painting on behalf of the Lakeside Church, Toronto, and we have Sunday services, well, streaming, I should say, at 10:30, and prayer meetings in the afternoons of evenings of Tuesday, 7 o'clock. And so, as usual, we'll have John here for our devotional.
Hi, everybody. I'm really just so extremely happy and blessed to have this opportunity to just tell you honestly from my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for praying for me so much during my illness with COVID-19. I don't know how to thank my church family enough. I mean, the concern and the love you poured out for us, food that you brought. I'm just so deeply touched. I don't want to break down. But Lord, these people have been so good to us. Oh my God. God, I pray that you would bless these people. Oh, bless them deeply in their heart of hearts, my Lord. Bless them fully and bless them completely, oh God. Let your protection and guidance be over them day by day and every night. Please bless them richly, oh Lord. Fill with them with joy and the comfort of the Holy Spirit and the strong faith of the Lord Jesus Christ, our King, our God, and our Lord. I apologize for getting emotional, but I am very thankful. Now let's see if I can do a half decent job reading this devotional. I really liked it. This is a good one. It's entitled Homecoming. The scripture reference is Joshua 22:6. Not very in-depth scripture. Just says, Joshua blessed them great times of remembrance and reconnecting, of sharing stories and seeing God's work in the life of old friends. For the Israelis, their homecoming must have been quite memorable. Israelites, what did I say? They're Israelis. The Israelites. Okay. Okay, I stand corrected. I didn't even read it. I half memorized this thing. Their homecoming must have been quite a memorable event. Having left their families and loved ones behind, the men who were capable of fighting crossed over the Jordan River to assist their brothers in conquering the promised land. Now that the Lord had granted them peace, Joshua blessed them and sent them on their way. They returned with plunder and with great rejoicing to the Lord. Well, how does this apply to us? Well, we are looking forward to the great homecoming when God will provide all who believe in him with resurrection life, and we will all dwell with him forever. As we wait for that glorious, blessed day, our gathering with loved ones here on earth provide a foretaste of that joy to come. This Christmas, call and reconnect with friends or family that you haven't seen or spoken to for a while. Any way that you can, get in touch with some old friends and family. Now, I have to do that. Also, we remember our friends and family members who could not be with us this Christmas because of the duties they're under and restrictions. That duty could be service for the country or service for the sick and needy. Geez, the nurses treated me so good in the hospital. It was amazing. I was only there one day. Don't worry. we are dealing with this pandemic, and that has restricted us from seeing our loved ones. So friends, let us paint today and call them later. God bless your homecoming and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Merry Christmas. Bless you all, and I really look forward to seeing you. Thank you. Thank you, John.
Thank you, John. That was really heartfelt. And yes, I can't see my mom for Christmas, or well, because of the restrictions. She doesn't live with us. Even though she's in the same country, she's downtown Toronto, can't go and visit her, can't celebrate and have dinner with her. So in a way, this painting, this work that we're gonna do today, I want you to paint with your heart. I got a drink. I'm getting emotional. John's fault. Okay. So it's a great painting. The original lady. This is inspired by art by Sherpa. She's a great painter. She's very artistic. So when I saw this, I thought, oh, I think I would like to do that one and share it with our friends and family at TLC, um, friends outside TLC, family in the Philippines and Dominican Republic, Dominica, and the United States, and everywhere you're watching. Okay, so paint with your heart. I'm gonna do it. This is what I did yesterday. I like it. This one has a soldier and his daughter just meeting after a long separation. So we're gonna do a smaller version of that for today. So we will start with our brushes. I would only need about probably 3 brushes. My wide brush to cover the entire canvas. My number 4 brush. Okay. And my detail brush, a teeny tiny brush. I don't need this till much later. All right. So we'll wet our brush. And then wipe it there. So for this part, you'll see that my canvas already has a circle, just a guide. So you need anything that's round, just a guide. Okay, might end up covering the whole thing later on anyway. All right, so we need blue, white, green, yellow, and black. And I have here a color called yellow ochre. It's this one. So if you don't have a yellow ochre, just mix yellow and red and blue, and that'll give you sort of a brown color. And what you need is just mix it with a little bit of white, so until you get this kind of color. I always adjust my colors anyway. So I'm gonna bring it up there for the camera at the top. Facebook. All right. 3. Go. So blue and white. And we'll just go. I hope everybody is doing well. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask. If I can't answer you right away, I'll answer you later on, okay? I'll message you or something. All right. So what I normally like is my corners, this corner, this corner, and this corner to be darker than the rest. Just crisscross, back and forth. All right. Hope you're liking my aquarium background. I don't have any music because my internet slows down when I play music. You're watching on YouTube? Type a message so I know where you are or who you are. Hi, Pam. Okay. Blue all around. I'm gonna touch black a little bit. Mix it with my blue. Make a darker blue. And I always paint the sides of my canvas. It just gives it a finished look. When you're done, it just looks much better. Feel that your brush is starting to get too dry, you can dab it in your water. I want to take this opportunity to thank each and everyone that has helped us during our sickness. COVID really hit our family hard. We all got sick. We all suffered. And, I have incredible respect for our frontline workers, the nurses, the doctors. I have respect for them before, but now it's been doubled because they took care of us, and it's incredible the amount of work that they have to do, the amount of care that they have to exercise so they don't spread the virus themselves. So I start from there. Then when we got home, friends and family, just the outpouring of love from everybody was just, we were just flabbergasted. We're just amazed that people like that exist. They do incredibly. And from our hearts, thank you for all the things that you guys did to us, for us. Like what John said, food, groceries, even vitamins. um, it's just incredible. So now I just did blue all around. Now we're gonna do white in the middle, okay? We're just gonna use the same brush, but we'll be touching white so that we'll get a light shade of blue. And we're gonna stroke it like a smile, okay? Like a smile, like that. So you can see I am already covering my circle. It doesn't matter really. Hi, Nicole. Always watching. Nicole will be monitoring. Um, she will also monitor our WhatsApp. Have any question? Ask either on YouTube. YouTube I can see right away. Hi, Christine. You're on YouTube. What's up? Nicole is gonna have to answer that for now. Okay, so the middle part, I'm blending to the side here. I don't want it to get dry. I'm just slightly going over. There you go. Is that pretty? So just white and a little bit of blue. I need more. Last time I was live on painting, that was day 2 of my COVID. And I already felt terrible that time. But after that, I could not get up. I could not do anything. It was terrible. Oh, so that's that. I will let that dry for a few minutes. Brush, rinse my brush. And as before, do not leave your brush in water. I'm lucky I found this paint thing that has 2 sections. So one has my water to rinse my brush, and the other side has a small section that has very, very little water, just so I can get some clean water in addition to my paint. Okay, so never leave your brush in the water. I have done that mistake, and you can see in this particular brush, this has gone loose, so it's actually wiggling, and it's actually difficult to use. And I love this brush. I don't know if you find a link that tells you how to tighten the ferrule, this part. If you come across a link that tells you how to tighten this, let me know so I can fix this favorite brush of mine. Okay, well, I should say one of my favorite. Nicole says, thank you for your sacrifice. I didn't really make a sacrifice. That was just my love for painting, and I love sharing it with you. Okay, so that's that for today. We're gonna go use this brush. So I was just using that time to let this dry out a little bit. Beauty of acrylic, they dry pretty fast. So this is actually a number 4 brush. but you can use any brush that's rounded. That would be easier to use. Okay, so we're gonna grab a little bit of black and green. Mix that together. Dark, dark, dark consistency. Black and green. Okay. So we're gonna do our branches. We're gonna go this way. One branch go that way. Second branch where my Christmas ball is gonna go is about that way. So the circle will be just off center. That way. And branch going that way. And that way. You can put in as many branches as you want. Just going to close this door. All right. So now, same brush with black and green. Just cover this dark color, okay? This will be part of our Christmas tree template. So maybe about that much we will cover with dark color. I'm using a 10 by 10 canvas because I ran out of our regular 11 by 14 canvas. And on that other painting, I used a 16 by 20. So it's a big painting, a bigger painting. All right, so we've blocked off this section. Okay. So now we're gonna work on our branches. Let's see. So mixing black and green. And we're gonna go. Oops. This is basically just V. Okay. The darker, the better. Make it darker. And I'm gonna make this one a little longer. Use a round brushes. Let's see how this works. It's too square. So I've switched my brush because with this brush yesterday I was doing a larger painting, and because this is smaller, it's making it too Weird. So I switch to a rounder, smaller, no, a round, small brush. Okay, so we'll just make some V's, twigs, leaves. This is just black and green, okay? Right? That's two. Sorry, I'm switching back and forth here. Longer. Whichever brush works for you is good. Okay. This, that one's pointier. Okay, your strokes shouldn't be the same. Like some are short, some are long. This would be the needles of your pine tree. Okay. Right. All right. So now with this same brush, we're gonna add a little bit of that yellow ochre just on the side. Oops. Mix in. So we're gonna add the yellow ochre in the green and black mixture. We're gonna go on top of our thing, branches that we did earlier, okay? But do not cover all the dark colors. Just want to go on each side. Doesn't matter which way you go. Oh, Go all the way up. I'm just gonna stroke here and there in this area. There really is no pattern, just to give it a variation of color. Then when we go back to our branch, oh, right, all the way to the end. Branch. Right? Make sure you have a little point at the end there. Then go side to side like a V. All right. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask. Cole Bennett is ready to answer questions. Okay, so we've done this with yellow ochre only. Now we're gonna add, same brush, a little bit of yellow. And go over our leaves again. Okay? But this will give it a little bit of highlight. These branches are so special. And if you want, like if we're having some light coming from here, we're gonna add a little bit of white in some sections. Okay, not everywhere, but just a little bit of white in some section. How that, I don't know if you can see it, but the yellow just became brighter with a touch of white. Okay, I'm gonna go here. All right. Technically, our branches had 1, 2, 3, almost 4 layers of color. Okay, don't put too much bright there because it's supposed to remain dark, okay? Same mixture. highlights. Too much paint on my brush now, so if you find that you have too much paint on your brush, just wipe it off. So it's always good to have a damp tissue in front of you. There, you've got less paint to worry about. So again, yellow ochre with that green mixture over here. A little bit more yellow. And a little bit of white. Highlight some areas. This part, a little bit more white too. Right. So let me show you up close. This looks like. Go. All right. Thank you, Nicole. She said, so far, no question. All right. Okay, so now we're ready to put in our Christmas ball. And what I used for that, just anything that's round, a lid, a small plate. I think this is too small. Oh, they're about the same. Okay, so I have a pencil here. Yep. And tape. So I am going to put it so that the top, middle of my circle, okay, this is important for you to do. A little bit there. Okay. So make sure that the middle of your circle is going to be on a branch. Okay. Like in this case, I'm gonna put the branch. I'm gonna use this branch to hook it onto. So the middle of my circle is about there. I'm gonna bring it down a bit because my um, Christmas ball has a little thing that goes like that. Holder. All right. Okay. So this is important. Whoop. You know me, I get paint on my fingers all the time. I don't know if you could see the circle, but the top of my circle has about an inch allowance between the branch and the top of the circle. Okay, so about maybe finger width. Right. For this branch now, we're gonna be covering it. So we will use our flat brush. So this is just black. Maybe I'll give it a touch of green. So black with a touch of green. We're going to trace our circle, okay? Not for my kind of hands. My hands are so unsteady. I wonder how I would be when I'm old. I'd be shaking. My trees would be all perfect. Shaky trees. All right. That's about it. We're gonna draw. Rinse my brush here. The top of a Christmas ball, sort of a dome. Okay. There you go. What we're doing is technically I forgot I have these things lying around now. What we're doing is this thing up there. Okay, and we're gonna make a hook. It's like an upside down J. Okay, so like a dome. Okay, and then a hook that looks like an upside down J or candy cane if you want. So technically at the top, at the very top there, I just did circle and a J because I don't think you could see it. So for Facebook up there and for YouTube, and then a thing that go up like that, kind of like a C actually. Facebook and opens, yeah, a C. All right, so the top goes on the top of the branch, and then this bottom goes under the branch. Okay, right. So we're gonna paint this inside. Now we're gonna need our fine brush. Talking about the teeny tiny brush. And the hook. Hardly see it, but it's there. Okay. Right. That. Okay, we're gonna paint the inside of our ball slightly lighter than this color. Okay. So rinse my brush clean. Go. So we're going back to the same blue and white mixture that we had. We're just gonna go around our ball. Try not to touch the black. It doesn't go into the Christmas ball. Already. So we just kind of lightened the inside of our Christmas ball. And let that dry for a minute. So I'm gonna go while that area is dry. I'm gonna go on this. Okay. So we'll do yellow ochre on that as a base. My brush is too funny. I'm gonna color this gold. All right. Now we go back. Now, with regards to the circle, I told myself earlier that I will stop, but I think I will continue. I did the dad, and the daughter for this painting. So basically, the dad is just circle for the head, circle for her head, and his shoulder. I drew that, like that, and then her arm went over his back. So I drew that first, and then I started to paint. Now this particular one design, he has camouflage outfit. It took me a while, it took me a long time to finish. So I thought I'll just show it to you. If you decide to go for it, you can pause it and just keep on looking at the picture as your reference. But it took me a while to get the camouflage going because it's like gray and then dark green and then a different shade of beige all over his shirt and all over his hat too. Don't forget the hat. So that took a lot of time. So in the interest of me keeping you interested, I'm not going to do that. But please feel free to paint this if you want. Okay, I really love this one. It's so dramatic. It speaks volumes. But I have other ideas, and so let me show you what I thought. I thought we could do a manger. So that's the manger with baby Jesus there. So it'll be shades, okay? And the star at the top. Or a candle, okay? I don't know if you can see it. Barely see it. There you go. On Facebook, candle. And then another idea is to draw a bird or an angel. There's an angel. Okay. So those are ideas that you are welcome to create any image in your Christmas ball to make it um, to make it personal to you. Okay. So how about we do a manger? Oh, how about we do a candle? I think I like the candles. So for the candle, now it won't stay put. Okay. So for the candle, we're gonna need red. I like my candle red. There's my red. So I'm gonna trace candle. And where's my credit card? Oh, my Tim Hortons card. I'm just gonna make my candle a little bit off center. Right about there. All right. We'll draw an oval at the top. We'll have some berries or hollies at the bottom of it. And some twigs that we'll put on later. All right. You can choose your own color for your candle. Any color, green, red, yellow, blue, you name it. Blocking off the colors, the paint here. My other painting, I don't know if I mentioned, took me almost 4 hours to finish. So, well, I did take some breaks because it was tedious, but the outcome was so good. I love it. Bit light at the middle. Go. The round berries. About 4 or 6 of them. Go. As that is drying, we're gonna mark our table. I always do that. That is my signature. I always drop my brush. I don't know if I've ever painted where I didn't drop my brush. Okay. All right. We're gonna have a table that shows its boards. How about that? You don't have to do it like that. But I thought, sure. Why not? So I'm gonna use a flat brush for that. I'm gonna make a gray color. Let's just white and a teeny black. There you go. When you're done with your own painting, take a picture, preferably with yourself. You don't have to. If you just wanted to share your picture, that's also great. So we can post it on our Facebook, TLC Arts. Post it on our Facebook page. All right. So you can make your table as old looking as you want. Oh, okay, let's go back to our candle and twigs and berries. Let's make our candle redder. On one side. I have a darker red here. What I'm noticing here is the blue is coming through. So I don't want that. So I'm going to add a touch of black. to make my red darker. Yeah. You see me mixing it. Red, black. Too black. And on the other side, keep it slightly lighter. Just to give your candle a little bit of depth, okay? All right. I'm gonna make these berries darker as well. So they're just little round things. Or we call them hollies. So now we'll have some little twigs, evergreen branches. So it's black and green, just like this. And finest, the smallest brush I ever had. Bought it just I will have a brush for details. Perfect for today. One here, twig here, twig there. Up. We're gonna have little needles, just like what we did here. Needles. Right. We are actually almost done here. All right. So you can go into more details here. Sorry, I mentioned we're almost done. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna light our candle now. Okay. Rinse my brush. Take out all the green. Make sure I don't have any more green there. because we're going to work on yellow and white, okay? So our candle light would be about here. All right, so just like a thick line, I'll be in the middle. You know how a candle light is. We will have a wick, right? Hi, Roberta. Hope you're still watching. Yes. So we're gonna mix white and yellow, very, very light. More white really than yellow. And we're gonna make our glow, okay? All around our candle. Just very lightly touch all around it. What I'm gonna do there, I'm gonna take a dry brush. Just how is yours looking? Trying to make my candle glow here. There you go. And I'm gonna put white in the middle of our light there. Still yellow. Come back to you later. Okay. So while that is drying, I'm gonna work on here. Let's mix yellow and ochre. Yellow, ochre, and yellow. Give this highlights. And a little bit of white. White. like that so you can see. And I'm going to make a mixture of shadow, blue, all right. That's done now. I'm just putting a little bit of pure white there. Pure white. Just a touch of it. Give it a glowing look. So it looks like a real candle. Normally there would be shadows and all that, but in the interest of time, we're not going to go that way. We want to highlight our Christmas ball. Normally, I get my... So we're going to black and green color again. We'll make our a little bit wider. Where you think it has thinned out. Okay, and we're working on it. Some sections thinned out for me. Make it wider. And we'll have the reflection of the tree on to our Christmas ball. Like this branch reflecting on this side of the tree of the Christmas ball. This has some here. Yellow ochre. These are supposed to be just reflections on the Christmas ball, okay? Now you grab your teeny tiny brush and we're almost done. We're just taking white, pure white, and we're gonna go around our Christmas ball. Okay, we're gonna go not solid lines, but an inch of a line, dot, dot, another inch of a line, dot. What we're doing here is we're making our ball shine. Dot, 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 line, dot, line. Don't go outside your ball, okay? Short line, long line, the dot, dot. All right. Drag your brush. And there. We have it. I think I'm gonna work on a little bit more of this, the light part, but this painting is pretty much finished. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you would paint this. Try and paint it. Draw it on a piece of paper and then paint this. I would rather this painting that talks to your heart. Okay, so there's that. There's the candle, and maybe we'll make another one that's got the manger and Jesus in it. Okay, so whichever one you choose to draw or paint, it's up to you. And just make sure you take a picture and you send it to us. I'd love to see them, and hope you enjoyed today. And if I don't see you, have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. And I look forward to seeing our friends when services are allowed at church. And have a great, wonderful day. Bye.